Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos every Tuesday and I give an extra monthly video or Zoom call to my patrons. If you're interested in checking that out and supporting me over there, the link is down in the description. Today's video is my February Planner Perfect setup video. So it is a personal one where I share what I'm going to use my Planner Perfect for in February, or at least what my intentions are, because every month it kind of changes and morphs into whatever I need it to be. And we will also go through what I ended up using January for. And then we will just do really short at the end, a look at my main planners and how they're going for this month. I thought that would be fun to add into my monthly Planner Perfect setup videos when I get to do them. They don't fit in every month. I didn't fit it in January, but I kind of did include the January because I did my Planner Perfect stack video at the beginning of January. January for Planner Perfect was in there. I did share about that, just not as long as a setup video. We are gonna jump right in here. And I'm gonna kind of start adding some washi. I'm not gonna go through the subscription box. I get the full subscription box every month. It is sent to me by Planner Perfect. I love sharing it with you guys and I love using it too. But I'm not gonna go through everything with Planner Perfect because I've done that in so many of my past videos. If you are not familiar with Planner Perfect and you need to find out about it and what she offers, because she offers a lot more than sub boxes. You can pick out all your own items. You don't have to go the sub box route. All that is in my Planner Perfect 101 video, and I will link that down here in the description. And this video might sound a little different because I don't use my big Yeti mic on these videos because it's really big in front of me and hinders me from doing the whole setup, like with washi tape and everything in these videos. So this is just a lapel mic, although it is a new lapel mic. So I need to listen to some of my older videos on here and compare it to my old lapel mic and see which one sounds better. Let's jump right in. If you're new here, I usually do planner reviews, which are a little bit less personal or a lot less personal, but I do throw in my personal planning every once in a while into videos like this. So this one is one of my personal planning videos. It's not a review at all, but I do have some Planner Perfect like review videos up besides the 101 one when I was first started using her, and that is all under my Planner Perfect playlist. I will link that down in the description. So this is your plan book for the month. This is your journal for the month. The journals I usually save up until I need a new journal because I don't use a journal a month. I use like one every 6 months right now because I'm doing so much other journaling and other things. And if you want to know what other kind of journaling I'm doing, you can check out my 2022 stack video, which I will link down in the description. That's not only the planners that I'm using, it is also all my journaling. So that's in my 2022 stack video. The plan book I do use every month. I have to say though, I love this cover. This cover is so cute to me. Just the pink and red, you have me at pink and red. I love that combination. It's like such a classic Valentine's Day party. You know, I was an elementary school teacher before I stayed at home with my boys, and then all the years of my oldest going to public school before he started homeschooling, which was in 10th grade. So lots of years of Valentine parties as a teacher, as a kid, and then as a parent. And I love Valentine's, and I love the colors, and I love just the sentiment of love. And it doesn't have to be the romantic love. I just loved celebrating the love of our family, the love with my kids. It's just a fun holiday to me because there's no pressure. It's all about candy. I never get flowers on Valentine's Day though. I don't want them. My husband knows that because I worked in a florist for many years from when I was about 15 to 20 years old. I loved that florist. It was a little florist, personally owned, but I saw how, number one, how the prices went way up on Valentine's Day, but also how the flowers were generally not as good quality. Sometimes they were fine, but I mean, just also the way the arrangements were put together because you were doing so many, the bulk of it. We would be working sometimes all night long, but at least until 1 or 2 in the morning, rent a big refrigerated truck to store them all in because our cooler and our florist was not big enough. And that just made me never want to get flowers on Valentine's Day, to be honest. But don't let me ruin it all for you guys. But I do love to get myself a little chocolate on Valentine's Day and basically that's it. It's just a fun, like, easy holiday, I feel like. You know, pick up a special dessert or your favorite chocolate, even if you're not celebrating with someone else. Just treat yourself to that. Okay, the washi tape that came with this month is also very cute to me. So I am gonna washi tape my book. I love that little love one. Look at that. This is all Jenny's artwork that is on her washi tape also. I love the ones that were chosen for this month. So I am gonna washi my book up. The journal is gonna get saved. The sub box comes with 4 sticker sheets, 2 of each. And I like the stickers that she picked too. It's a good mix of her girls and then like Valentine's Day and then just like some flowers and stuff. Oh, and that was what was on a book last year in her sub box. I love that ballerina girl. Love the prayer warrior girl too. Really love her. I guess we'll go through what I did for January first. You guys might be wondering. I ended up just using it. Actually, I veered from my daily list notebook, and it's not even right here where I can reach it. I veered from my Becky Higgins daily list notebook because I really wasn't having any kind of feeling of journaling. I've done so much journaling in these in the past. I didn't feel like scripting. I didn't feel like journaling. And so I just decided to use it for my daily list instead of my Becky Higgins notebook. And it worked great. I'm not really writing my goals in here anymore. I'm using my golden coil. I have a whole video about that this year, and I will link that down in my description. Here, it's how I used to use this for my goals and why I'm kind of switching and trying it out in my golden coil this year. So I was just kind of writing down like favorites of the month here, like books or shows in the goals pages. And then I didn't use the weekly pages as much in here because I really was just using them for lists. And this month got extra messy, probably because I didn't use a lot of washi tape. I just didn't end up pre-decorating my book, which ends up it doesn't get done. That's why I would pre-decorate it every month. It's completely extra messy because I was using a Pentel Energel 1.0. I had bought a 1.0 because I just wanted to try it. I love Pentel Energels, but I generally use a 0.5 or a 0.7. But I wanted to try a 1.0, but it is really thick. It flows really well on her paper. Like, it flows so well. It's easy to write very fast. If I was journaling in her books and didn't care about what it looked like, this would actually be a great pen to journal with, although I'd still probably pick a 0.7. It flows just so well, even on her paper that has some tooth to it. Pentel Energel is a great pen for her paper, and a 0.7 is kind of my favorite on her paper, I think. The 1.0 makes me write messier. It just happens. But it flows so well that it's really kind of fun to write with. I can't explain it. Being that I didn't care how it looked to anyone else, sometimes it does cross my mind every once in a while. Like, wow, this isn't gonna look good on camera, but I never changed myself for that because this channel, anything I share is really just authentically my real planning. Nothing is done to look good. So places where my handwriting comes out neater, it just happens to come out neater that day, or with whatever pen I'm using. I find that what paper pen combination I'm using makes a huge difference in how neat I can write. So these were my lists, and I've been using it. Some days I even used more than 2 pages. So I really like having it, if I'm using it this way, not pre-dated, because I do like to have it completely open. Like, this was my list, but this was just, I needed room for extra notes that day. And actually, this is today. This is tomorrow. And I just happened to pull out these pens today. And I usually don't even pre-date for the next day because sometimes I want like extra room for the day. And so I don't pre-date. But these were just some old ERIN CONDREN silver and gold markers that I forgot I had in a drawer. And I was like looking for something in a drawer and I found these. And I'm like, oh, those might be fun to use in my Planner Perfect. And so I just wanted to write tomorrow's date on there preemptively, even though I have been training myself not to, and leave it completely blank. So this month is just blank. It's daily lists. Those were the washies that came with January. I did share this on Instagram, everything that came in the January box and what it looked like. Oh, that was just some pen testing I was doing. So I'm gonna continue using this for the rest of January. I really like the small ollie clips. You can buy a generic colored set of these at Container Store, which is where this one happens to be from, in a set of like silver and gold. But if you want their really cool designs, ollie clips are sold at the Ollie Block Etsy store on Etsy. I will try to remember to link that down in the comments. If I don't, somebody remind me. I usually just stick that on here because then if you just fold it back and you have a little clip on here, and I have not actually been using this in my leather this month. So when I'm journaling in it, I'm totally fine for it to be in my leather. When I am just making my list like this and I need it right next to me at my computer desk, and I cannot have it in the leather TN. I can't. I have to have it laying completely flat, and I need it like this. So unfortunately, I can't have it in the beautiful leather when I'm just using it as a daily list. But that is what I'm using it for right now. And that's actually how I plan to use February, unless something changes. It could, unless I get I really want to start journaling, or if I really want to start writing prayers in it. So if I get that feeling, because I've done both of those before, then I will switch. If I want to go back to my daily list book and I want to like start writing morning prayers in here or journaling. I never burnt out on memory keeping in January. I don't know how I'm going to feel in February, but that's how I feel. I've used so many of these Planner Perfect books for journaling. I'm just not feeling like it right now, and I'm not going to force the issue. Now, since I usually do put 2 strips of washi on the weekly pages, but since I may or may not use my weekly pages, actually, I have been liking to have my schedule written in here, like any big appointments, just in case I'm not at my desk, because I've been carrying this around the house, like sometimes in the kitchen or in my bed at night, and with my journals at night. This will be there too, to kind of plan the next day. Even though I'm not scripting, I'm always thinking the night before of like, what is the next day going to look like? And so kind of like, what workout am I going to fit in? Around what time of day would I have to fit that workout in? And that type of thing. I do like having the appointments in here. I haven't done it all this month, so I might add washi to those pages. But I really like the February washi and stickers. And so I think it's just going to make my month happier if I use it. If I don't pre-decorate my pages, it just does not happen. So we're going to do that. We're going to pre-decorate. And I actually think I'm going to do a week at a time. And I'm not always going to do on the sides. Like this tape goes well this way. So we'll do it. And we'll just talk a little bit while I do a few pages, and then I won't decorate the whole thing on camera. And then I will share it, the full, how it looks decorated at the end. I find that it actually leaves me more writing room on the page, and with a list, I prefer like more writing room if I do it at the top and the bottom, because those are kind of margins that I don't write in. Like I don't write at the very top of the page in general, and I don't write at the very bottom. Well, as I say that, I look over here at this book and I'm like, well, I kind of do write at the very top and I kind of do write at the very bottom, but I feel like when I do washi here, it's going more into my margin of being able to write out longer script when I do. Although I love the way the washi looks on the sides of the pages. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do a whole week in the same washi. I think I might, because then there's just no thinking really. And so that's one whole week. I'll just do one page of each. I will go look though. We'll see if I stick with this. I'll show you at the end when I've decorated. I will go look and see what washi came around her February box last year. And if I want to pull that out and add any of that in, or if I just want to stick with this washi. Decorating this, I'm already excited to have a decorated February book. I love that washi. That love. I don't know if I'm going to stick with the whole week the same though, but let's see. We'll see what the Argyle looks like put down. And then I will show you kind of how I'm going to put a few stickers in. And then I will go and decorate, and I will share you with you. Oh no, we'll go over my planners first. We'll go over the weekly planners, and then I will come back and share with you how this turned out. So these are very cute washies for February. Not going all Valentine-y for maybe those people who wouldn't want that, although I would be totally fine with that. I loved her ballerina last year. Those are the 3 washies. You get to see them laid down. And then let's do stickers on those 3 pages just so we can. So what I usually do then is bring out a sticker sheet of each, and I just kind of look at it and see what I want to go on that page to coordinate with it. And that's what I do. I really like this love lady. So I'm trying to think about though how I've been doing my list. It's weird. I think I've been doing I've been kind of like listing a brain dump on this side a lot and then narrowing it down and going my 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you'll notice, that's what I've been doing a lot. Like or sometimes my 1, 2, 3 is over there. So I guess whatever I decide, I need to decide. So if this is my brain dump, I'm going to, I think I'll stick this up here like by where I would write the date, probably. So it is kind of hard to decide where to stick stickers if you're not sure what you're going to use your book for at that point. I will say it's a little bit difficult. Since this one is such a black and white one, I think we will add in like something fun, a cupcake there. And this one, let's see. Oh, that's beautiful. The warrior girl could go too, or the ballerina. That's going to be our main theme. I will check for what other tapes I want to use, and then I will come back and share it fully decorated. Here's the back. You have the Argyle on the back of this month's book. Okay, before I go decorate, let's talk about how my planners are working this month. I said I would give an update on here. My Golden Quill weekly list planner is going great. This is today, and at the end of the day, I will mark this out. And look, I'm even filming today. I love having this in front of me. It sits up on an ERIN CONDREN acrylic easel, which are sold out. Not an easel, I'm sorry. Her planner stand. I can grab it, let's see. This one, which is sold out on her site right now. I have 2 of them. I would like to get at least 2 more if they ever get them back on their site. Just for the really light mid-century circles, dream it, believe it, plan for it. I like how it doesn't have much on it. They actually have a Hello Kitty one in stock right now. If you really need one and you don't mind Hello Kitty, then you don't have to wait for her to get those back in stock. But that is what my Golden Coil sits on, because it's not something I'm needing to write in on the constant. I fill it in at the beginning of the week. And yes, I do go into it during the week, but it mainly sits there for me to keep working off and consult off. And I've been writing my top 3 up here. And if you want to know how I'm using this for my goals for 2022, I share all that. I share a little bit of it in my 2022 stack video, and I go more in depth in a whole video about my goal planning on its own that just came out. I will link that down here in the description. This new planner is working out well. Sometimes I use the other side just for extra notes for the week, and sometimes I haven't. So sometimes it stays more blank, and I'm okay with that. And I've chosen to kind of go with blue for January. I was gonna put washi on every week, and then I decided though, if I'm putting it on this, like the same spots or different spots, I'm definitely gonna build up a big, washi bump up there. And also I started liking to use this top section for my top 3. I really did. It is not as happy having stickers and decoration all over it. I'm really using all of the page real estate. And this page I'm not looking at much during the week. Like if I take down to write in it, but mainly I'm just looking at this side. I could definitely pop a sticker on there, but once again, if I'm always sticking a sticker in that spot, like a Planner Perfect sticker, it is really gonna bulk up as the planner goes on. And if I need to write out anything longer there, it's gonna be like a bump. And I just have a feeling it would bother me. Stickers all over my ERIN CONDREN, but they're all in different spots. And so I don't have that issue. I sticker my entire ERIN CONDREN at once for the whole year. And I have a couple reasons for that. And I share a whole video about that and my whole planner stickered at once and what I use. I will link that video down in the description too if you're new here and interested in that. This planner has always been like at my left-hand side, just laying next to me to write in on the constant as things come to mind, like big things to think of to do on that day. So now I am consulting like 2 planners for when I'm writing my daily list. And I'm gonna be real honest, they're overlapping a lot and I'm not sure what to do. I don't wanna give up my ERIN CONDREN because I can fit more like in the day itself. When I went here to try to list a whole bunch, it's teeny tiny, but I can write out more in here. I also do highlight my big appointments on here, but I do love to see my appointments in the top box here and then just to-dos going down. So this is kind of it's something I'm working out. How to use each one without them overlapping. And do I really need each one? I really do love to see my whole weekly list here though. I've done it in all different spaces. If I wasn't using this Golden Coil, I was doing it in my daily notebook, my little Becky Higgins daily notebook, which is in my 2022 stack video if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I don't ever remember to flip back to it when it's in there because I'm just on my daily page. So this is like in front of me on that planner stand on my desk every week. And at the end of the week, I go through what didn't get done, what needs to be moved over. And it is like making me keep up with my weekly list better than anything else has. So I really want to keep this. And I really love seeing my top 3 up there. This is still serving me though when I want to write more of like what's going on a day. So here is January since I've started using Golden Coil. And you guys know how much I love just the colors in ERIN CONDREN, my stickers in the ERIN CONDREN, how it just makes me happy to see the color change every month. I love their fonts and their pages. It makes me happy to look at it. This will be something that I'll keep updating on. I would say though that I don't need to be writing probably anything here in my weekly list because it can all go here. So I can really probably stop that. Like this week, I didn't write anything in my weekly list there, and I didn't that week either. And this was before I started the Golden Coil. And all my weekly list stuff never fit there. That was the problem. That's the whole problem. Then I would go to write my weekly list in my daily notebook, and even though I would put a sticky tab on that page, I would not flip back there every day to see what was there. It wasn't in front of my face. That's why I have a video called 3 Views and the way I plan, and I will link that down below too. So that's an update on that. I'm going to go decorate and I will come back at the end and show you what my book looks like. All right, guys, I am back with my book all filled in and decorated. And I'm excited that even if I am just using it for my daily list book, to have a decorated book for February, because February is one of my favorite months, like I mentioned. And as I was decorating this, I was getting all those February vibes. So I don't know if I'll be using the monthly calendar. I really didn't in January when I use it for memory keeping. I do fill in the monthly calendar with like just something that happened on every day, and plus put appointments in there because that kind of just shows what you did that month. But if I'm not using it for memory keeping, I don't know. I'll probably write the big appointments in there though, because that actually helps me. Like I said, if I'm not sitting at my desk. With my other calendars, of course, they're always in my iCal, but it's nice to have them in here. I don't know if I will use the goals pages at all in February. I really didn't. I just kind of wrote what I was loving at the time. So I might just keep a what I'm loving list, like what I'm watching, reading, eating, because that would be fun to just look back on. I did not washi the weeks, like I said, because I wasn't sure if I was going to utilize them, but I did washi every single day. And I actually didn't do any on the side. Oh, how did I miss that one day? I'll have to go back and do it. I missed one day in there. The page must have seemed like stuck together. I did pull out some other washi's I had. Like this one is from the washitapeshop.com. And they are a really fun shop that I have a 10% off code for every purchase. You can use it as many times as you want. 10% off Amanda10 at the washitapeshop.com. I will put, that is always actually down in all my video descriptions, but I'll put it near the top because they do have some really fun washi tapes. And then I pulled out some others, but didn't use them much. Like I think these were from Target like years and years ago. I left a lot more open room than I did when I used it for memory keeping in the past. You know, I loved having the side strips because I do love the way the pages fill when the washi's on the side of them. But I wanted to leave, so I didn't even always fill in the top a lot. I wanted to leave a lot more open room. I think this is my favorite washi from the month, but they all work so well together. The little scripted love with the little red heart in there. It's just so precious. And then, you know, you just pop a colorful sticker on the page and it just pops. As you can see, I just left more open room. And if I end up using it for memory keeping or something and I want to go fill in with more stickers or washi, I can. But let's be really honest, with my personality, I probably won't do that. And this was the page that I actually did with you guys before I stopped. Well, I didn't stop the video. I went to a time lapse to decorate it. I didn't know this was actually Valentine's Day. So I would have actually chosen different washi, but I didn't even want to pull it up. I could have, it's easy to pull up. The sticker wouldn't be easy to pull up, and I love the sticker there with that. So I just added the Valentine's Day stickers there, and it's totally fine. But I probably would have used this one for Valentine's Day with like on top of the red hearts. I didn't do any page with that combo. I can't believe it. Maybe I'll put it on the front Or that one page that I left blank. I think I'll do that. I just put basically washi on the bottom mainly, I think, as we flip through here, and like a sticker on each page. Sometime I doubled up my washi. I really like to do that, but I didn't take all the time to do that. I do feel like I decorate differently when I anticipate using it. I love this page though, how this one turned out. But when I anticipate using it as a list book versus a memory keeping, I do decorate it differently. But every month has such a different feel. This is the last week I decorated, because then the week after this is actually going to be flipping into the next month, even though she gives it to you in this book also. This one actually went different and put it at the top. So this week, March starts on a Tuesday, and she will give you this week in your March book also. And so you just have extra pages if you jump into your new book, or you have extra pages in the front of your new book if you stay in this one. Since sometimes I've been using even more than 2 pages per day for my list, that's good, because it can roll over into that extra week of end pages there. I don't think I used the monthly review at all in January, since I wasn't using it. No, since I wasn't using it for memory keeping at all in that way, I didn't keep the month in review, and that's okay. Like with me, I don't feel like I have to utilize every page and everything. I just use it how it serves me at the time best. And I always put a sample of the washi tapes that came in that month's box, just so I can remember when looking back on it. And I take a sticker from her sticker sheets, because each one, like that one has the plaid pink, that one's the plaid beige on there. And I put one type here and one type here. It just kind of like tells the story of the month also. That is February, guys. And if I do my March setup on YouTube, I can't remember on my YouTube calendar if it looks like I'm gonna be able to do that, but when I do, I will always flip through the previous month's book and let you know how it went. And Jenny's books are always sewn with a red thread, and I love it on Valentine's. I mean, I love the red thread always. It doesn't bother me at all. It adds to like the character of the book. But with the pink and the red for Valentine's Day, it is perfect. And the tipping cards this month, we didn't even go through, but I did show them in a reel on Instagram. You get 12 tipping cards every month, and I'll just go through these. We got 2 of each. So I'm just gonna share. You got 2 calendars. That is your beautiful ballerina girl from last year. I like that she chose her for the background. I'll flip through these while I'm talking. If I don't even end up using my leather this month, then I won't have these cards in there, and I won't even need the calendar really, but I will stick it up on my magnet board. So I usually do stick up my favorite cards from the month, and then these are just repeats on my magnet board. If I end up using, let me grab my leather of what I would use this month. So for January, I did have it in my Francesca rose gold leather. It went really well with that one, January did. But like I said, when I started using it as a list book, I took it out of there because it just works better for me. That's just my personality and how I like to write in it. It wasn't in my leather for January. I don't do things for looks, and I don't try to hide things like if I'm not using them. I'm definitely just, this is how I'm using it. So February would look amazing in my poppy. You guys know my poppy Out and About is one of my favorites. And I will pop a leather comparison, which I did up on IGTV down here in the description. And also an IGTV that I did comparing all the inside page choices. If you're choosing your own journals or plan books, I will pop those down in the description. So if you're new to Planner Perfect, those can help you also. But this is my poppy, and look how beautiful the February books would look in there. She also has a light pink, a really light like ballerina pink. I forget what the name of it is. You know, they're all ladies' names. That would look absolutely stunning with February. I don't have that one though. It looks stunning in poppy. And if I was using it for like memory keeping, I would definitely be putting all the cute cards in here. In the everyday organized, you don't have the card pockets, but you have the one big pocket to carry your stickers. And this one can put some cards in, and you can hold your cards with a big ollie clip up there. You can see how I do that in a lot of my past monthly setup videos up here on my Planner Perfect playlist, which will be linked down below. Oh, I love my poppy. I mean, I almost just want to keep it in my poppy because it's so beautiful. When it just comes to function, when I'm scribbling my to-do list every day, I just really like it next to me at my computer with nothing else. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know any questions or thoughts you have down in the comments. I always love to hear from you. Oh, let's see. What card would I put on the front? We'll end with that. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Take care of others. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.